Hello and welcome to GirlCode again, week 3. How are we feeling?
I'm super excited to be here.
Very excited. Okay, I'm Ava.
And I'm Claire.
And today we're going to be talking about jealousy and comparison, mostly like between girls and girl friendships. I feel like it's an important topic to discuss, something that we've all struggled with in the past for sure. Like, I feel like it's something that you struggle with when you're like 5 and when you're 20. You know what I mean?
100%. I think it's like your whole life. Like, it's natural to look at the people around you and compare yourself to them.
Definitely.
It comes up for your whole life.
Yeah, and since our show is also a lot about like recognizing your own worth, standing up for yourself, whatever, confidence, I think it's important to talk about this too because that kind of does go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
let's get into it.
So first, we're going to be talking about how confidence is like the most beautiful thing ever. I feel like a lot of people mistake beauty for worth, like physical beauty.
Yes.
And it's a really important thing to remember. Like, I don't know, my mom always taught me, like, fake it till you make it.
Yes.
And
oh my God.
it's really, really important to just, if you stand with your shoulders back, like chin up, you will feel 10 times better about yourself. And people will look at you so differently as well. Yeah, I just think it's really important to, with confidence, even if you don't have it, you kind of have to manifest having it.
100%. I think like faking it till you make it is so important. And also like see if there's little things you can do to make yourself feel confident. Like maybe you put on like a pair of shoes that you really like, or like even you get your nails done. So like you just have that little like boost of confidence and it can help you to feel more confident and then help you fake it till you make it, right? Like
No,
even
exactly.
if you style your hair in a specific way you like, or maybe you're wearing your favorite t-shirt, like the little things can actually help you more than you might think.
Yeah. That's why I've always kind of hated the stigma around, I don't know, being like a girly girl or doing your makeup, doing your hair. Like I saw a TikTok where a girl was like, get ready with me to go to the gym. And she did some like makeup, whatever. And all the comments were hating on her. They were like, why would you wear that to the gym? Who are you trying to impress? Whatever. And she was like, can you guys not understand this is for me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to the gym and today I feel like feeling cute. Tomorrow, maybe I'll do a bare face. You know what I mean? It's for you. And we're not trying to impress anyone else. So if it makes you feel good, like for me, I feel 10 times better about myself. If I'm staying home all day, I will still wake up at like 9 a.m., take a shower, maybe do my hair sometimes. And it's not because I'm going to see anyone. It's just because I feel more, it's something that makes me feel productive and good about myself. It's not really about looking prettier. It's just having a routine, feeling put together, feeling different than when I woke up. You know?
100%.
So that's why I do it. But it should always be for yourself.
I think I agree. Like specifically, I love sitting around in pajamas, and you can totally have pajama days, and those are amazing. But like if I need to get something done, I'm waking up, I'm doing like my full like, you know, wash my face, brush my teeth, the whole thing, and like wearing like, if I put on like jeans, like I'm like productive because like I'm wearing like actual like clothes instead of just like pajama pants, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think once you like do a little bit of that, you're like, oh, okay, like I'm put together for the day, like it's easier to do what I need to do today because I'm not in my pajamas.
Yeah, exactly. I just think it's important to focus on whatever makes you more productive, makes you feel better about yourself, and just don't listen to what anyone else has to say, you know?
Exactly.
I've been made fun of before for like, I don't know, saying like, oh, wait, no, I need to pick an outfit for this. And they're like, it's not important. I'm like, but it's important to me. Like, I like that, you know? And
Let a girl live.
if I'm like feeling like it, I will go to school in sweatpants. It's not about like impressing people. It's just something that I like to do, you know?
Exactly. If it makes life more enjoyable for you, then all the more power to you. And anyone who's negative towards that, just leave them be.
Just jealous.
Jealous.
Theme of the podcast. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You want to talk about the next one?
Yeah. Okay, so a really important thing to keep in mind is the origin of these jealousy thoughts, right? So like, or jealous thoughts, not jealousy thoughts.
Jealous
thoughts. Like, I know for me particularly, like, if I get upset about something small, maybe it's because I'm jealous, and then I need to kind of internally reflect and try as well to see it from, like, if I'm jealous of, like, a girl or something, try as well to, like, see it from her perspective. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's something that I've had to learn, too, because a lot of people will say, oh, my God, I hate that girl. I don't like that girl. She's And you'll be like, why? And they're like, I don't know, there's just something about her, right?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's something that you're insecure about that they might have.
Yes.
Or it's something that they are actually similar to you in that you're insecure about. So you see it in them, but not in yourself. It's really important. Like, the second that I feel a dislike towards someone, especially a girl, the first thing I do is like, is this about me? Or is this about her?
Yeah.
You know? If they genuinely did something rude, if they had a take that I was like, that's not kind, it's not thoughtful, whatever, that's different. But I will be like, if they didn't do anything to make me have a real reason to dislike them, it's probably coming from my own insecurity. Maybe they have hair that I'm really like I really like, and I'm like, gosh dang it, like my hair's never looked like that, you know? Like our minds play crazy tricks on us.
Absolutely. And I remember there was this one time like over the summer, and I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers, and I remember she said something about, I was telling her about my hair routine, and then she like made a comment about one of the hair products that I use. Not a negative comment. She was just like, oh, you use that one? And it wasn't like in a judgy way or anything. She was just saying it. But then I got super defensive, and I like got like upset, not with her, but I was like upset. I was like, wait, like that makes me really sad. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? It's just because like I was feeling insecure about sharing like what I'm doing for myself, and I was like kind of like in a way I felt like I was putting myself out there by being like, oh, I do this and this and this. And then when she had a reaction that wasn't insanely positive, I got insecure. But then I thought about it again, and I realized, I was like, you know what, I'm just feeling insecure. If I like the product I'm using, like I don't need to, I can be okay with that, if that makes sense.
No, I've had situations like that too. Like I remember once some girl was complimenting my hair, and she was like, oh, are you like a natural blonde? And I was like, no, like I have highlights, whatever. She was like, oh yeah, I can tell you're a natural brunette actually. And immediately I was like, why would you say that? And then I was thinking, wait, like there's literally nothing wrong with brunettes. Maybe she meant like she can tell I'm European, or she can tell like I have dark eyebrows, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, oh yeah, you don't look right in blonde hair. Like it's not what she said. But maybe it was my own insecurity thinking like, oh, I need to get my hair done, or I already feel like my hair's darker than it is, like blonde dysmorphia. So it's, you really have to reflect on yourself and realize that a lot of people aren't coming from a place of hurt, you know?
And I think, like, exactly, like, think about, like, the person's intention with what they're saying to you, and then realize if what they're saying is upsetting, or if, like, the way you're interpreting it is what's upsetting you.
Yeah.
Because there's a big difference.
Or even, like, I'll always see, like, a girl that is really confident, or knows who they are, or doesn't feel like they have to be, like, super sweet to everyone to win people over, and immediately be like, oh, I don't know how I feel about her, and then I'm like, wait, that's just, like, something that I envy.
Yeah.
You know, like, obviously we all want to be so confident in ourselves, but some of us aren't sometimes. So it's really important to look at another girl's confidence and just see it as an inspiration for yourself, rather than thinking it's cocky or like they're too into themselves, because maybe they're into themselves just enough and you aren't, you know?
Especially, like, in this society, I think it's really important, like, looking at other women, trying not to tear them down. Yeah. I think we need to, like, focus on building each other up and, like, just genuinely being like, you know what, like, she looks beautiful today, and focus on that and ensuring that you're, like, bringing her up as opposed to, like, reinforcing the negative stereotypes in society about women. Yeah.
I love the idea that, like, jealousy is a mirror, and it gives you a lot of information as to what you want to be and what you want for yourself. And, like, that you should kind of use it as a tool, you know? Yeah. Like, I've been doing that recently, and it really helps. It's like the second, even if I see a relationship and the first thing I think of is, oh, I hate that they're so happy, I'm like, wait, maybe they have something that I should look for in a future relationship. Yeah, and then it gives me insight on what I would want based on my emotional reaction to it. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's important to think of things like that, like as you're saying, in, like, a positive manner as opposed to a negative one.
Yeah, and just be happy for people, you know? Yeah. Less negativity in your mind.
Less negativity.
You have to, like, train your brain. Yeah. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah. Okay. I like this one a lot. So, authenticity is hot.
It is.
So hot.
I can't think of one person that I've thought was so hot that I was like, oh, they're just like everyone else. Right? Like, the second that it's like, well, like, one time I liked someone, and someone told me if I thought, like, man with brown hair, and I put that into ChatGPT, that's what came out. Yeah. And I was like, maybe that's not a good thing. And it's like with personality, too. It's like if I just think guy, 20 years old, that's what I think of. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Nothing, like, unique comes to mind, which immediately it's like, like, I want to learn something from you. I want to learn something from you that I've never been able to, like, think of from anyone else. Like, you want someone that makes you think. In friendships, too. Like, my aunt once told me you want someone that makes you, like, think really hard and makes you confused sometimes. Because you don't want someone who's just making you sit there and, like, you know, life is boring, life is easy, right? So
and, like, in relationships and friendships, I like people who challenge me, and I don't like people who agree with absolutely everything I say. Like, I'm not saying, like, you don't need to be rude and, like, disagree with me and like we need to have an argument. But like if you're able to say like, you know what, I actually have a different perspective from you,
Yeah.
I love that. Because then I feel like we can explore all different types of perspectives together without, because like if I say something and everyone's like, oh yeah, like I completely agree with you, and every single time I say it I'm like, okay, like
Yeah.
where's the variety?
And I have those, like, there's friends like that are more like maybe school friends or just like kind of friends. And they're fun to hang out with, obviously. Like,
Yeah,
they're
of course.
so sweet and they like love me, I can tell. But my real friends are the ones that I'm like, I think I did something wrong. I need to ask my friend if she also thinks it's wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And if I did something wrong, they'll tell me, and they'll also support me in helping me to fix it, you know?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it's really important.
And I like that too. Like, I think definitely I see that in you. You can be very
Really?
honest, yeah, and you're about it in like a nice way. Like if I'm worried that like I did something wrong, you're not going to be like, yeah, you're so dumb. Like why would you do that? You know, like we can like sit down and like have a conversation, and like you lay it very like, it's like a very like sandwich.
Yeah.
You're like, I see why you did that, but maybe next time don't do that. Like not exactly like that, but you know what I mean.
No, and it comes from a place of like I can be sensitive sometimes. So if someone were to be really honest with me and just be like, hey, you did that wrong, I'm not thinking, oh, they care about me, they're just saying I did something wrong to help me. I'm thinking, oh my God, they're hiding everything else they're thinking, and like that was the nice way to put it.
I'd
like
cry.
They actually hate everything I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where my brain jumps to. So I try to be really like nice about it, but I can't lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a friendship's not going to grow if you're just lying to them. And I also don't want to feed into morals that I don't agree with my friends, because that's not going to work out either.
Yeah.
So I will be honest, if someone's really hurt by someone and I'm like, I really feel for you and I will be there for you, but I do kind of like to be devil's advocate. I see why they did it, you know? Like you can say what you agree with on both sides to your friend. You should be able to, and it should be able to help them get past that and understand both sides, right? It makes them a more thoughtful person, and maybe will help them get past that, right? Feel less hurt, betrayed by the person.
I agree. I think, not to like toot my own horn or anything, but like I like to think I'm very good at seeing other people's perspectives.
You are.
Majority of the time I will try and like understand and always put myself in their shoes and see where they're coming from and like why they felt the way they did or why they acted the way they did. I think because the way that I get over things is I understand them. Once I understand something, I can accept it as it is, and I can leave it be. So like even like with like work drama or like life drama, like I need to understand it and understand why someone acted the way they did, and then I can be okay with it.
Exactly.
I can't just leave it up in there and be like, oh, they were a terrible person. I need to understand why what happened.
Yeah. And to credit you, I feel like you were in a position in the past where you didn't have to see the good in me. You know what I mean? It would have been very easy to not.
Yeah.
So I think it was like, it speaks a lot to your character and how like open-minded you are to, even when you were still in that position, to see me for who I was, and you didn't know me, but you still thought, you know what, I should think of this from the other side, you know, and think maybe she's not just, you know, cuckoo. Maybe she's like doing this for a reason. Maybe she acts like this for a reason. Maybe she has her own story. And I really appreciate that about you. You're really good at that too. That's why I feel like I could come to you for outside advice too, because you can definitely see it from both perspectives, no matter how close you are to me, which I appreciate a lot.
That's very sweet.
Yes, of course.
I think, especially like to keep in mind, like there's always two sides to every story. I think you and I are proof of that.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's also like no one is gonna act a specific way for no reason. Like they always have a reason, and I think it's important to understand where they're coming from and like why they're behaving the way that you don't have to agree with it.
Yeah.
But I like to understand, and that's just I like to understand.
And maybe I'm just a little bit naive, but I truly believe that there's not many people on this earth that just do things to be rude. There are some. Like, obviously, it's possible. But I don't like jumping to that at all.
Yeah.
The first thing I jump to is they have to have a logical reason, and in their mind, they have to believe they're doing the right thing. And then sometimes I'll learn, oh, maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they were being petty or whatever. But that's not what I jump to. Because, I don't know, I like to believe not everyone's like that.
Yeah, and I like to think I would appreciate it if other people assumed that about me. Like, they didn't, like, they assumed that I was doing it because I had a reason and not because I want to be a bad person. So I think it's important to treat others the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
And make sure that, like, the way that you would want them to think of you is the grace that you're giving them as well.
Yeah. Before we go to the next topic, I just want to say, if you're struggling with this like podcast topic, please listen to Lacey and Pretty Isn't Pretty, both of them by Olivia Rodrigo, because I think she is the prettiest person on the planet. And she has multiple songs talking about how she feels less than other girls, and about how the second that her ex got a new girlfriend, she felt so much less compared to her. She's like, oh my gosh, she's this blonde, beautiful girl, whatever, probably Sabrina Carpenter. But look at Olivia, you know what I mean? So I think it's really nice to see someone like her who is I'm like glazing her right now, but she's so sweet, so talented, so pretty, and she struggles with everything that we do. Yeah. You know, it's really like humbling to see that. And I think you should definitely listen when you're feeling a bit down about it. I do. I think she's really relatable.
Yeah, I also think, like, the songs here, like, really, there's, like, a quote on Pinterest. This is not our quote of the day, but this is a different quote.
We have a different one.
It's the one where it's, like, flowers are gorgeous, and so are sunsets, but they look nothing alike, or something. And, like, you see two beautiful things that don't look alike, but they're still beautiful individually, and you don't need to put them in the same category to both be beautiful.
Exactly.
I think that she really embodies that in her songs.
1000%. Okay, now we should do our real quote of the day.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know a lot of Pinterest quotes can be a little bit cringy, but this one I was like, oh, like it struck me. It is, the grass is always greener on the other side when you forget to water your own. Yeah. I've literally never thought of it like that. Like, I've heard the first part of it, and I thought, yeah, like, things that I don't have, I would always want, of course. Like, you have curly hair, I have straight hair. We'd probably, at one point, wanted each other's hair. You know what I mean? So, but we look at each other, we're like, wow, that's so beautiful. Like, I wish I had that. Aww. So of course. So I get that. But that happens mainly when you forget to look at yourself in the same way. Yeah, 100%. I try to think, like, the way that I look at my friends, I need to look at myself that way.
You should think of yourself as a friend, too. Like, the way that you would speak to your friends is, like, how you should speak to yourself. And speak to yourself kindly. Exactly.
Like, if after a sleepover, my friend is, like, her, like, mascara is rubbed everywhere, and, like, she has, like, no makeup on, her hair is crazy, and she goes, oh my gosh, I look like a mess. I don't see that. I think, oh my gosh, you look cute and tired. You know what I mean? Like, you look like you had a fun night, but, like, you look cute. Yeah. Like, why can't you talk to yourself like that? Exactly. See it through your friend's perspective. And it's the same, I like to do that with advice too. Like, if I feel like I can't go to anyone and I need to make a decision for myself, I'm like, what would I tell my friend if she was in this situation? Because I really picture it, and then I'm like, wait, I shouldn't be putting up with this. I wouldn't let my friend put up with it.
Yeah, that's a very important thing. Like, if you wouldn't let your friend be treated that way, then why would you let yourself be treated that way? Like, you need to think of yourself as a friend.
You are just as worthy, and you should be focusing on yourself more than anyone. So it's really important to think that way.
I think, too, in terms of, like, our grass is always green on the other side, I think it's really easy to look at the other grass and think, like, oh, I want my grass to look like that. But you need to also think, like, would you be happy if your grass looked like that, or do you just want that grass?
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
No, it does. Okay. Because, for example, like, you see, like, the cutest couple ever that are so happy. Maybe even, like, you dated that person, now you see them happier or whatever. There's always things you don't know about, and it's really important to not try to wish you were in that position. Yeah. Because you might even have 10 more problems than you do right now. You know, you never know. Yeah. So it's important to, I don't want to say don't be optimistic, but just look at everyone and think they're a human just like me. Like, they're probably struggling with something. Yeah. And that's why I should be patient with them. That's why I shouldn't be jealous of them. That's why I should water my own grass instead of worrying, spending time thinking about theirs. Yeah.
I was telling you yesterday, too, like, my high school best friend, she wanted to get a tattoo of a watering can, and below it she was going to write, like, I'll water my own damn grass. And I really like that.
I love that.
I think she was very much like that type of person to be like, I'm going to focus on me, and, like, whatever they do, like, they're just going to do it, and I can't control them. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I think that's a really cute, like, the little watering can.
Yeah, I love that. It's a good idea. Yeah. Okay, moving on to a bigger topic. I feel like we need to discuss social media. Yeah. Huge thing, and it's something that I've gotten better at, I'd say, within the last, like, 4 years of my life. But, like, the preteens and the teens growing up, it was so hard. I couldn't look at any other girl, honestly, any, like, on TikTok or Musical.ly back in the day, whatever.
Oh my god.
It was like, do you remember Lauren Gray or Lauren Beach, whatever her name was? I think she went by both, but she was, like, the most beautiful girl ever, and I couldn't watch her. I was like, I can't even handle seeing someone so beautiful. It makes me upset, you know? And here I was like 13 years old,
Yeah.
Like, of course I'm not gonna like look like her, but
No, yeah, and she also like she has a team of like makeup professionals and like
and the ring lights.
ring lights. Like now that I'm in media production and like I understand more about lighting.
Lighting is
like,
key.
Yeah.
Lighting is key. That's why you can get like we can take like 1 million pictures for an Instagram post, and one of them will be good because it got the specific lighting down. Also because iPhones suck. But
I thought Richard did also because I took it, and I was like, yeah, it's so true.
because I took it. I'm a personal photographer.
You literally are.
I'm your like Instagram coordinator.
Every single post is like by you. I swear.
And I love it. You should put me as like the manager of your Instagram at the
I
top.
should.
Like, when kids are like run by my parents, run by Ava.
Run by Ava.
Yeah, I think it's really, really important. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I got past that. I think I was just an insecure preteen, and once I grew into like, I was like 15, 16, high school, I felt way more confident about myself. Maybe I just like, I took off the glasses and got braces, but like, I was just like, I don't know how I got past it because it was really, really hard to be on social media during that time. Yeah. And now, like, I look at like a pretty girl on Instagram or TikTok and I'll send it to my friend. I'll be like, oh my god, look how pretty she is.
Wow.
And I'm not thinking like, oh, like I wish I looked like that,
Look at the growth.
Yeah, I'll see like a girl that's like pretty thin post a TikTok and the first comment is like, oh great, I'm not gonna eat today, whatever. And that's like all the comments, right?
I hate when people do that.
And I'm just thinking like, I hate this so much, and I definitely was that girl when I was young. So like I get it, but it's like so sad. But also, on the flip side, I don't think I wrote this down. If you're that girl posting, you're not responsible for other people's
No, not at all.
insecurities.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Not at all.
Unless you're like literally walking around being like, this is what I look like when I don't eat for 3 days, then I'm like, okay.
Do not promote unhealthy eating habits, please.
No.
There's young girls watching you.
Yes. But
yeah, if you just post a selfie and you're like, I look cute, if anyone's like triggered by it or if they like comment, I hate comment, it's because they're jealous.
It's because they're jealous or insecure.
It's not your fault that you're pretty. Like, show it off, whatever.
Yeah.
When I feel confident, I want to post a picture. Yeah. And it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm into myself, whatever. It's just like, you know what? It's the same thing as trying on a cute outfit. I'm like, I'm going to wear this today because I feel cute.
Yeah,
I'm going to
there's
post
nothing
this
wrong
because
with
I feel
that.
cute. And I think anything that I can do to make me feel more confident, I should do. Maybe that was the trick. I like convinced myself that I should do things that make me feel more confident, and it's not being annoying. It's not doing too much, right?
I agree. And specifically about social media, I think you brought it up, but it's so hard. It's so hard to be a girl between the ages of like 12 and like maybe 16, 17.
Yeah.
It's
especially in like the early like 2010s,
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And like we also grew up on like the age where like social media kind of started taking off, and like parents weren't really sure like who should have social media or like what you should be posting on it, and like you would see all these things all the time, and it's really, really, really hard. But you also have to remember, like, the people who are posting on social media, they're not going to post pictures of themselves where they look bad.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You can curate what goes on your social media page. Like, you're not going to post a selfie where, like, you don't feel good. So they're only posting things that look good. So therefore, you're only seeing things where people look good.
Exactly.
And in your mind, you're like, oh, they look like this 100% of the time. They don't. That's like one picture out of the possibly like 50 they took that day.
Exactly.
It's not real.
And I've always been so adamant, for me personally, against like Facetune or editing pictures, whatever. I like to edit with like, I don't know, lighting in mind. Like, I like cool colors or filters, but I've never Facetuned because I really didn't want people to think I'm like lying about myself, I guess.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you can say like, oh, my pictures aren't Facetuned, that's what I look like, but I'm not posed up when I'm in class. You know what I mean? Like, people know their poses, they know their angles, they know their lighting, and it's not that you're not pretty out of it. It's just that is like the Instagram ideal, right? And it's fine to feel pretty in a picture like that. We all deserve to have like pictures of ourselves where we can like be like, okay, that's my it girl photo.
Yes.
You know, that's like what you should send to the guys when you start dating me, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's just so important to see through the Instagram lens,
And I think that on that note, it's important to just make sure that what you're seeing on your page is positive and it promotes positivity. For example, I love Spencer Barbossa's page.
Yes.
I think that she's really good for this kind of topic today. Like, I know she posts pictures where she'll post like one picture where she's like smiling in a bikini, for example, and then you move to the next slide and it's the same bikini, same setting, same everything, but like she changed her pose or she changed like where the bikini was sitting, and her body looks a lot different. It doesn't look bad, it just looks different. And I think that she shows that like there's many factors that go into like making something look perfect or
Yeah.
look good. And so it's important. Like, I like that she shows both sides, and it kind of shows the reality. And I think that that's really important for influencers to share.
Yeah, and she gets a lot of hate.
I know.
And what is she doing? You know, like, the second that a girl is confident, I'm telling you, people have to bring you down.
Yeah.
Because you are beautiful and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
And people can't handle that. So I really applaud her for, she's gorgeous and she knows it.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that no matter what pose she's in, she's worthy, right? No matter what her stomach looks like or how much she ate that day, it does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I look up to her for that. I'm really glad young girls have someone like that to look up to. And I'm glad there's a little bit of a rise of, like, the body positivity movement on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a rise of the opposite, right? And it's hard because I don't want to say, oh, you're too pretty, you can't post. But I think maybe parents have to control what their kids are watching.
Yeah.
Because it could just be very harmful.
I think it's also important too. This takes a lot of emotional awareness.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's important too. Like, if you realize that, like, you're scrolling on social media or you keep going back to someone's page, and every time you look at it, you're getting, like, upset and you're feeling bad about yourself. It's important to recognize that emotion in yourself is being triggered by seeing this person's social media page or by seeing something on Pinterest, and stop looking at it.
Yeah.
It's hard, but take it out of your life. Like, mute the account or, like, remove the pictures and do your best to stop looking at it, stop comparing it. You need to focus on things that are making you happy, not bringing your self-confidence down.
Honestly, Claire, in the last, like, 2 years, I have learned about the mute button on Instagram, and it's changed my life.
It's good.
Because I think I mentioned this in another podcast, actually, but I'm not the kind of person who wants to block or, like, unfollow unless, like, it was a huge falling out where, like, we do not talk anymore.
Yeah.
I, like, usually won't block or whatever. It's just, like, I'm scared to. But muting is amazing because if they are not making me feel good about myself or if they're causing me anxiety watching them, like, or when I was younger, if I thought someone was, like, too pretty and it was, like, triggering me, I would be like, okay, like, I'm not gonna, like, hate on them for doing this, but I will mute them so it doesn't pop up on my feed.
Yeah.
Because I know that's healthier for me, and it's not being rude. Like, you need to prioritize what is best for you and what you are consuming, because what we consume every day is a huge aspect of how we think.
Yeah.
So you need to kind of curate that to your own needs, and it's never rude to not have to watch someone, even if it's, like, an acquaintance that you know in person. It's not a celebrity. Still, like, if it's harming you, just mute them.
Just mute them.
Just mute them. It's not rude.
It's not rude at all. No, I think you need to protect your peace and take whatever's not making you happy away.
Yeah.
And just, like if I said, like, just mute them. You don't need to, like, cause drama and block anybody.
Exactly.
Just take them away and move on.
And move on. Like, I've had people that I don't talk to anymore, and people be like, oh my God, did you see what they post? I'm like, nope. I didn't. And they would never know that because I still follow them, but I'm not, like, I didn't cause beef. No. And not saying you can't block people, you can if you want, but I didn't cause beef with that person, and I also didn't have to see what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's a win-win.
Win-win.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So our common ground segment.
Yes.
I think it goes without saying that there was a time when Ava and I potentially were jealous of each other in another way, shape, or form before we got to know each other better.
A tad.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at her hair. Like,
I'll stop. I'm just going to say, my relationship with my hair has been such a long journey.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Like, not to sound full of myself, I get compliments on my hair all the time. Everyone, like, people will stop me on the street and say, like, I love the color of your hair. I'm not trying to talk myself up, but,
no, but it's true.
And it's hard because, like, for, like, a long time in middle school, like, I did not like my hair. I didn't, like, no one else had red hair. All my friends were blonde or had brown hair, and I was like, why don't I look like the other girls?
Yeah.
And it was hard. And everyone had, like, this, like, pin straight hair. And, like, no one was, like, having to do, like, curly hair routines or, like, special, like, shower shampoos or whatever. And it was very isolating at times, and it was tricky. And so, like, it was hard when people would be like, oh, your hair looks so beautiful. But I'm like, I don't feel like my hair looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that. But
Age.
thank you for saying that. It's definitely, it's been a journey, and I think, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm really glad you said that, because a lot of people would look at you and think, wow, like, just, like, gorgeous. So it's nice to... It's not nice that you struggled, but it's nice to know that, like, we can relate
like,
to you.
Yeah, it's,
you
like,
know?
it's realistic, I think, to know that, like, not everyone walks around feeling like they're perfect and beautiful all the time.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Honestly, most people don't, probably.
I would
and
say
the people
so.
who look the most confident might not. So it's really important
Yeah.
Like, on the days that I feel like I'm not pretty, I don't think anyone would know, because my mom taught me to, like, chin up, walk with confidence, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would know. And it's almost like I'm manifesting, like, nope, I'm not going to feel like this today. I'm worthy, I'm beautiful, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to walk into class and feel good about myself.
Yeah,
So it's like,
good for you.
faking it till I make it, you know?
100%. People have told me, I also get a lot of compliments that I seem very confident.
You do.
I don't feel that way.
Really?
No, I really don't. Like, my parents would, like, my dad, he used to tell me all the time. He was like, you know, Claire, like, I admire how confident you are. I've had, like, lots of my friends' parents tell me how confident I am. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know where you're getting this from, because I do not feel confident.
Really?
No.
That's, like, my whole perception of you. That was, like, again,
I see.
as someone who feels like they can be insecure, I feel like that was my one thing about you that I, like, envied so much. Like,
thank you. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Like, that you wouldn't question that you were smart and beautiful and you were right where you were supposed to be, you know? And you knew it. It's like, it would suck if I saw that in you, but you didn't. But, like, the fact that I saw it in you and you saw it in you, I was like, dang it. Like, that's, like, what I want, you know?
Well, if it brings you any comfort, I did not see that in me. I think I definitely have, like, grown into it a little bit, but, like, especially, like, in high school and, like, the first year or two of university, it's like I was very much not confident, and, like, I grew up very tall, and I always felt very awkward and taller than, like, everyone else, and it made me feel uncomfortable, and it was hard, and it's been a journey. I think I'm more confident now than I am then, but yeah, everyone tells me I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I just fake it until I make it.
Exactly. And, you know, I think that speaks a lot to, like, the fact that, like, when you said first year, second year university, we were both in situations around the same time that might have made us not feel so confident, right? Yeah. We were probably both insecure. And I feel like that speaks a lot to us now. And you feeling like you're more confident. I feel like I'm more confident. We've just grown into ourselves so much.
I think so.
And I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like we're both just, like, happy.
I think I'm happy.
I think I'm happy. Like, what the heck is this?
For the first time in forever.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so too. Like, and like, I remember, like, in, like, October or September, like, I was really busy, but, like, I think it's so important to remember the perspective of, like, 2 years ago, I would be obsessed with where I am right now. Like, I have a job at work that I love. I always wanted to work at the beach, and I work at the beach. I always wanted to be a head lifeguard. I'm a head lifeguard. I always wanted to, like, you know, I wanted to get into this program. I know you've talked to, like, this was your dream program. Yeah. And, like, I know that, like, grade 9, grade 7, grade 12 me is, like, really proud right now, and it's important to remember and, like, look back and think, like, she's really happy. Yeah. And, like, I'm happy.
I found a letter. I remembered I did this, but I kind of forgot a little bit. But I know I did. I found a letter from grade 9, first day of school. My favorite media teacher of my life, Mr. Antonetti, I miss him so much. He told us to write a letter to our future selves, and he would give it to us in grade 12. And my letter was like, I really hope I have good friends around me. I listed some people in the program. I was like, I hope I'm still friends with them, and I was. Aww. And then I was like, I really want to get into Ryerson's Ryerson's media production program. And that was, like,
Eva.
My dream since I was, like, literally in grade 6 or 7.
6, 7.
I'm so sorry. You know,
maybe just grade 6.
That was, like, my dream. Yeah. So sometimes it feels like, oh, I'm behind, or I don't know. It's so hard to feel like you're right where you're supposed to be, but I think I am. Like, when I saw that, I was like, wait, I am.
It makes you feel happy. And I remember too, like, looking back and on first year, and, like, I almost dropped out. I was, like, after a second semester, I was like, I don't like this place. Like, I don't want to go to this school. And, like, I didn't have many friends, and I wasn't very, like, loving the program. But I'm really happy I stuck with it. And I know that if, like, first year me could see me right now, she would be like, oh, my God, like, you found your place. And I'd be like, yeah, I did. And I think that she'd be really happy.
I feel like you're blooming right now.
Oh,
so I'm really happy.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Okay, let's not cry. Go to the next one.
Just to, like, wrap up the common ground, because we kind of gone off on a tangent, but I think it's important to not compare yourself to other people, and, like, especially with you and me, like, we've gotten to know each other, and we've realized that we're both very deserving of love, and we're both smart and very beautiful, and, like, obviously there was a time when I wasn't, but now I'm 100% rooting for you, and I want you to succeed and get everything you've wanted. Always.
I'm like actually gonna cry right now. I love the beauty in, I don't know, changing your mindset like that, because we both had those like toxic mindsets about each other, and it makes sense, like we're being fed things, but I'm just really like, I don't know, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason, and I'm excited to see what we do and where we go. Oh my god, so many fun adventures. So Christmas season coming up. Christmas season, I can't wait. We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna make so many cookies. Oh, so many cookies. And I think we're gonna rewatch the Summer I Turned Pretty finale. Yes. Because so Conrad Belly, Paris Christmas. Like, we have to. We need to watch it again. Yes. I know it was only a few months ago, but like I miss my Connie baby. Bring that back. We need to bring back Connie baby. Bring back Connie baby. He's also, side note, I'm very scared that his existence has like made me like, it's gonna make me not find a man because he's now my standard. He's your standard. And I'm scared there's no one that meets that standard. Like, he is actually perfect. Yeah. Like, actually perfect. He's perfect. He's perfect. A man who yearns is a man who earns. Yes. And that is Connie baby. Yeah, 100%. Miss him. I miss him too. It's okay, we'll see him soon. On the screens. On the screens. Yeah. Okay, we will talk about how it's important to mention that no one has it all. We've kind of touched on this, but I think another big form of insecurity, we've talked about like beauty and looks, but it's also like where you're at in life. Mm-hmm. And it's really important to not compare yourself to someone else, because everyone has a separate path. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you believe this, but I truly believe like if you're going through things right now, you're meant to go through those things because they will make you stronger. Mm-hmm. And every time something hard has happened to me, afterwards I've looked back and I've been like, wait, I wouldn't be as strong as I am right now, or I wouldn't have this perspective if that didn't happen. 100%. So even if you feel like you're stuck and you're behind other people, mm-hmm. it's so crucial to just remember that not everyone has it together. That person mm-hmm. might be thinking, like, hoping that they're where you are. Yeah. You know, you never know. I think there was like another quote on Pinterest that's like, well, you're like struggling to figure out or like to feel confident in your life. Like someone else is looking at you and wondering like, how does she do it all? Yeah. I think that's important to remember too. Like, be appreciative of all you're doing and cut yourself some slack too. Mm-hmm. Like, look at what you're doing, look at what you have, and be thankful and acknowledge that you are doing a lot. Yeah. Always. I think that just like goes without saying. Just, yeah. I also think this might be a hot take, but like in relationships, when like the couple, specifically the girl, is like, yeah, like everything's perfect, like he's the love of my life, and he's amazing, he's everything I've ever wanted. Like, sure, but if you say so. Sure. But I also think too, like, I think it's better when like the people in the relationship can say, you know what, like, it isn't perfect, but we're really good at communicating and we show up for each other. I think if you can admit, like, it's not perfect, it's not everything, that's actually what I want. Like, I would rather have that than a relationship where you pretend like everything's perfect the whole time. What scares me the most is a relationship where we would never fight once. Yeah. That's, honestly, it means there's something wrong. Like, I want a partner who challenges me, who, mm-hmm. like, mentally challenges me and makes me think outside the box and makes me question things that I have done, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like you really don't want just like an enabler, like, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, everything's perfect. No, like, no thank you. Like, challenge me, please. Have your own brain. Like, have your own brain, have your own opinions. I don't remember what the comment said, but I saw a TikTok comment that was like, you don't want to be like 0.5 to make one whole. Like, you don't want someone to be your other half. You want mm-hmm. a full person to add on. I like that. Yeah. You want, instead of like becoming half and then one, you want to be two. Exactly, you want to be two. What did Taylor Swift say in her song? She said, I've been number one, but I've never had two. Oh, that's cute. Now she does. Was that about Taylor? Was that about Travis? Yeah. Okay, most recent album. That's so cute. Yeah, because she has been number one and she never had two, and now she has two. Oh. Another glazing moment. I love her. Okay. I think we should move on to this one. Yes. Because we kind of talked about that one already. We did talk, yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I'll quickly talk about this one first. Go for it. I think that feeling kind is a really amazing feeling, and it can actually make you feel more beautiful. And not to sound like
full of myself again, but like after I give people compliments and I see how happy it makes them when I say that to them, it makes me feel better about myself. And I'm not doing it to be like, oh, I can feel great about myself, but like it makes me happy to see that like I can make other people happy.
Yeah.
Just by saying like, you know what, your hair looks beautiful today.
Especially like, I don't know, personally, sometimes when I'm at work, I can be bored or I can be like stressed about something else. So when I'm at a store, and I'll just like go up to worker and be like, oh my gosh, like your hair's beautiful. And I'm not lying. Like I'm not going to go up to you and be like, oh, you're so pretty, whatever, to everyone. But I really like her hair. So I'll say, I love your hair. And I'm just thinking that maybe she was having a bad day at work. Maybe she's bored. Maybe she was feeling like useless at work. So someone taking the time to come up to her meant a lot to her, you know? And that's what makes me happy. It's not like, oh, I'm a good person for doing this. It's like, oh, like I like seeing someone who's like maybe not in the environment to feel super excited right now, get excited about something.
I remember one time I was checking out at Metro or something. This was like in the summer maybe or in September. And I was checking out and I put all my stuff down. And then the cashier, she was an older woman, like maybe 50 or 60. And she was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, how are you? And like her face literally lit up. Like I could tell that all day I was like the only person who asked her how she was doing. And that made me sad, of course, that no one had asked her. But like the way that she just lit up and she was like, oh, I'm good. Like, thank you for asking. And I was like, oh. And I think that like even like just that little like being intentional of being like, hey, how are you? Or like how is this going? Like just to show that like, because I feel like when you're in those moments it becomes less about like human connection and it's just like a transaction, like let's get you checked out and leave, and over and over and over again. So I think if you kind of like try and make a little moment meaningful, it can really go a long way.
Yeah. As someone who is the cashier on the other side, it means a lot to me when that happens. Like, or once a few days ago, a lady, she had like the nicest nails, and I was cashing her out. She's like, oh my gosh, I love your nails. And she immediately was like, oh my god, I love yours, wait. And we were like comparing nails, and like we ended up getting them at the same place, you know.
Oh, that's so like, crazy. Small world.
I know. Well, it's like small town, right?
True.
I'm quickly learning. Going from a big town to small town is actually crazy. I have to like, I can't look chopped at work anymore. I see everyone all the time. Yeah. But it's so nice. It brightens up my day. Or like the other day there was this really like older lady that like she was just shaking a lot, so she couldn't really like carry her stuff properly, but she wanted this pack of like 20 rings and she couldn't get them out, so I sat there with her for like literally 20 minutes trying to like cut them out because it was really hard to cut out. Like I couldn't make her do it, so we were just chatting for like 20 minutes and I was like, oh my gosh, that was literally the highlight of my week. And it probably was for her too.
That's so beautiful.
So it's like so it's really sweet.
It makes me think of like that scene in Barbie. I'm gonna cry if I talk about it.
I was just about
Were
to
you
say
really?
that! When they're like both on the bench and then they look at each other.
And then she's like, you're so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. And
then the old lady goes, I know. Like I know it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Like that, I think I love that scene so, it's like so much. I think it's so meaningful. It's so beautiful.
It's so, like, and it literally goes towards our whole thing. Like, just know it, you know?
Yeah.
Because you are.
Be beautiful. You know it.
Yeah. Don't go, oh my god, no. Like, look at you, right? Like, we can both be beautiful.
No one's ever, like, I feel like a lot of time when, like, older women are asked, like, oh, what do you, like, regret most about your 20s? Not a single one says, oh, I wish I was more insecure.
Never.
No. Their answers are always, like, I wish I was more confident. I wish I, like, went out more. I wish I explored myself more. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. It's never, I wish I stayed inside and felt sad about the way I looked.
Yep. Or I saw a comment that really humbled me. It was like, it's dark, but like at your funeral, no one's ever gonna go and be like, she could have lost a few pounds. Like, her hair, it could have been lighter. It was too dark. Like,
her hair's too flat today. So
like no one's ever gonna do that. So just, I don't know, work on the things that people are gonna remember you by, and then everything else will come. Yeah. Like, the other way around, there can be a guy that, like, is not my type at all, but the second he's, like, really sweet to a waiter or something, I'm like,
you're
oh
in
my
love.
god, hottest man I've ever seen. Like, it really changes.
And, or, like, on the flip side, you could see, like, the hottest guy you've ever seen in your life, and then he doesn't speak well to other people, and you're like, ooh, like, yuck.
He became really yucky.
He becomes ugly. Yeah, not, like, externally, but, like, ugly inside.
It's the same with you. So once you, like, again, water your own grass, focus on yourself, be kind to others, you will feel more attractive. Not in that way. In, like, people will attract to you. Like, you'll become a magnet.
Yeah, 100%.
You want people to feel comfortable around you, you know? So it's really, really crucial to just work on all of those things together. And you might inspire someone else to do so, too. Because, again, now that I've worked on feeling jealous about other girls, when I see a confident girl, it boosts my confidence. It's like, okay, I want to be like her.
I love that.
So
that's awesome.
Just think about your impact on other people, you know.
I also think, too, we're a little short on time, but I'll say it quickly.
Go for it.
I think it's, like, really important to celebrate other people's successes. I think, like, in the past, I've been insecure when, like, someone does something that, like, maybe it's on my bucket list or, like, I want to do it. And then I get upset. And I'm like, wait, like, why am I not doing that? Or, like, why haven't I done that? Or why can't I do that? It's hard. But if you take a step back and just think for a second, like, wow, that's really amazing what that person has just done. Let me really be happy for them. It makes your mind so quiet.
Yeah.
And, like, you become so much more peaceful if you just genuinely try and, like, be happy for other people's successes. I won't lie, it's hard.
It's so
especially
hard.
if you want what they have. But if you can genuinely be happy for someone, it's a game changer, I think.
It's crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly.
Thank you. Oh, and one other thing, karma. What goes around comes around. If you're kind to other people, I truly believe that kindness will come back to you. And if you're mean or rude, it'll come back to you. So I think it's also important to, like, put out acts of kindness into the world, and they will find a way back to you.
Can I be, like, really annoying for a second again? Karma's a relaxing thought. And aren't you envious that for you it's not?
Taylor Swift.
Like, she ate with that. Like,
yeah.
I've actually, until just now, I never even thought about that second line.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Because I've always said, like, karma's a relaxing thought. Like, if I know I did everything in my power to be the best person I can be, and I feel like someone wronged me, I've changed my perspective now to think not, oh, how dare they, I can't believe they did this, now to, like, I feel sad for them. Like, they are going to look back at this and regret not apologizing. Or they're going to look back and be like, oh, I should have done that better, whereas I don't have that thought. You know? Sometimes, if I do something wrong, I do, and it'll eat me alive. But if I'm genuinely like, I did everything I possibly could have, and I feel like I did it right, and everyone around me thinks I also did it right, karma's a relaxing.
Karma's a relaxing,
like, that's gonna come back to, like, goodness for me, and maybe not for them. Maybe they'll have to learn the lesson again, whereas I already learned it and I got past it. And, if you're jealous, you're just envious that karma's not a relaxing thought for you.
I feel the same way. There's been situations where I sit back and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna let karma handle this.
Yes.
And there's also been situations, I won't lie, like there's stuff I've done that I regret because I hurt some people I really cared about, and I got my karma for that. I remember, like, when my karma came, I was like, oh, this is my karma. I didn't complain about what was happening. I didn't, like, get upset. I was like, you know what, this is my karma. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, I deserved it, but, like, it was my karma.
It comes back for a reason. It teaches you a lesson that you needed to learn in order to be the amazing self that you are, right? It needed to, like, you have to be thankful for that. Not that, oh, I deserved that. It's more like, oh, I needed that.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Like, I learned my lesson. I learned it the hard way, but lesson learned.
That's the best way to learn them, honestly.
I think so, too. Yeah.
The strongest lessons that I've ever learned, I was, like, pushed into the deep end.
Yeah, like, literally dropped into the deep end, and you have to swim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do our little self-care
Yeah,
share?
I do.
Do you want to go first this time?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I didn't write it down, but what I need to do this week is I signed up to run a 5K.
You, like, actually pissed me off.
See, no. This is jealousy. This is jealousy. I signed up to run my first 5K. It's November 23rd.
But
so
sorry.
Yeah.
You know what makes me mad?
What?
Yes, I wish I could do that, but also you are so, like, you don't realize how impressive it is. You're always like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like, I'm lazy. I'm, like, not good at this. I'm like, girl, no one who's lazy does a 5K. Like, come on. Like, I know, but see how cool you are.
But I think you think that, like, I can just go run 5K. I can't run 5K.
You have to, like, train for it?
No, but I mean, like, I can't walk. I can't run 5K straight. Like, I walk for some of it, too, so it's not, like, a run. Okay. But, yeah, anyways. So I'm running my first 5K on the 23rd, and this past, like, week or so I have not been practicing, so I need to really get out this week. I'm hoping to maybe go, like, 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And, like, try and just do the 5K and as, like, a little prep, because, like, I don't want to get out there and then feel sad about where I'm at. So I need to do that this week and next week for sure.
Good for you. I'm wishing you the best. I can't wait to see what you accomplish. That's, like, actually crazy. I used to do, like, the breast cancer awareness runs. I was, like, from ages 5 to, like, 15 I did it. So I was, like, young, but I would just, like, walk.
That's okay.
And sometimes
you're
I'm
doing
like,
it.
okay, guys, let's run for like 1 minute and then stop.
But you're doing it.
But I did it, so it's fine. It doesn't count as a 5K, but it's like, it's fine.
It counts as getting out there and moving your body, which is
Exactly.
what's important.
Exactly. Mine sounds a little silly.
No, it
I think.
doesn't.
Really?
Be happy.
I have like a little bit some issues with like spending money for myself. Like I'll go shopping with someone and they'll leave with like 5 things and I literally get nothing. And it's just because I have so much anxiety about like I don't need it. Why am I spending on myself, whatever. And my mom has taught me like literally retail therapy. Like once in a while, if I'm proud of myself or if I feel like I deserve a pick me up, I should be able to put my own money that I earn into something that I like. So that being said, the Sephora sale happened this week, and it's not something I'm going to do. It's something that I already did. But my mom convinced me to buy my favorite perfume ever that I just ran out of and get the bigger size. So it's like this big.
Whoa.
But it's like my favorite of all time, and I've used it for a year and I haven't gotten sick of it. So I will be finishing it.
Yes.
So there was no point in getting the smaller when it was like $40 more to double the size.
Oh,
you know?
100%, yeah.
So-
Especially if you know is that the one that like is always you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the marshmallow smelling sweet one, yeah. So I ordered it, so it'll be coming in this week, and I was like a little bit anxious about it, but I was like, no, you know what? Like I've been working hard at school. I deserve something. And it was like 30% off, so like why not?
Yeah, I say honestly, treat yourself. I think we should treat ourselves more.
I think we
Buy
should
yourself
too.
a present.
Yeah. Exactly. Buy yourself a present, please.
So I'm happy for you.
Yeah. That being said, that was our episode.
Yay.
Thank you for listening. I had a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
I had so much fun.
Yay,
I always
okay.
have fun.
I always have fun talking to you.
Aww.
It's like, this is literally too short for how long we usually talk
I
to each other.
know. I feel like I could go for like another 3 hours. but-
Exactly. Okay. Well, have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.